Hello, it's Rachel again. Alright, this is part 2 of my planning system. This is a sugar paper planner from Target that I purchased last fall. And this I have been recently using as a food diary, but as I mentioned in my overview video, this I haven't been really using lately, but I still wanted to show it to you because I do incorporate it every few weeks when I need to eat better and exercise more and get back on track with that. I've been doing actually pretty well on the eating end. My diet's been a lot better. I do need to start working on exercising more, so I will probably be implementing this planner here in the next week or so. But I did want to show it to you. I'm not going to go over the whole thing because I have showed this to you guys before in my previous setup video. I believe it was back in May. So I'm just going to flip to August because I think that'll be the most current information that I can give you. Now, my August month on 2 pages is not as decorated as my previous months because what I was doing, let's see, like this is July, I was really just doing like lettering in each box or labels in each box for what I was doing that day or anything I was grateful for. So I was really filling it up. I didn't really do that so much for August. There is some decorating, so it still looks nice, but typically I would have filled up all of these boxes, which I haven't. So I'm going to flip through to August, and this is how I've been planning it. This is what usually happens. I pre-plan this page. When I mean pre-planned, I pre-decorated, but I have the Target page flags and the Studio L2E stamp set water bottle. And I'll alternate the colors of the flags for each day, pick a stamp ink color that matches the flags and stamp that for each day. And then I will write in the time and what I ate for each day. I pre-planned this. I didn't track my food till Saturday. And then the next week, I did well in the beginning and then fell off during the end of the week. So on these flags for this week, I actually took my white pen, which a lot of people ask me about. So I want to show you guys. It is I think I have that upside down. Nope, I was right. It is a Jelly Roll. I don't even think you can read that. It's a Sakura Jelly Roll 08. And you can purchase this from Michael's individually, or you can purchase them in a pack from Michael's or on Amazon. The pack of Jelly Roll pens that I purchased off Amazon included the white pen and all of these other colors. And the name of the pack was called Souffle. So Souffle, Souffle Jelly Roll pens. And you'll find those on there, and they have these colors. I didn't want the glitter, I didn't want the crazy colors, but these colors are in my color coding system, and I used to use these a lot when I was in a Midori. I don't use them so much now because I have the Staedtler Tri Plus fine liners. Okay, so back to the planner. Here I use the white pen to write in my exercise for that day, and then I used a little checklist stamp, and I just did it horizontally instead of vertically for my water intake, which is 5 different little circles or check boxes. And then I also, if you can see, I also alternate the color of ink that I use for the days. So if you see here is purple and pink for this week, so when I have a purple flag, I use pink ink, so just to kind of give a little bit of interest. And I did put some washi tape at the top. And then if you see here, I did a half of a day on Monday, and then I didn't do anything else. So I have really good intentions, but my execution is lacking when it comes to tracking my food and exercising. So I really like doing it in this planner. It's going to be over in December, so I don't know if I'll just try to keep using this until January and then come up with a different system for tracking food and exercise, if I can somehow incorporate that into my week per page or a month on 2 pages, or of course I'll update you guys, but that's my struggle right now. There's nothing on September except my friend's birthday. I haven't really touched this planner at all lately because school started August 18th, and so you see when life gets really busy for me, I don't do as much pretty planning. I just do functional planning, and for me, when school started, this was not a priority. The priority was school. And I think that's mainly my issue, is I don't make it a priority, which is something that I should do. But that's a different topic for a different video for a different day. So all I've done is gone in and put the birthdays in on the month on 2 pages for the rest of this planner. So that's my sugar paper planner. Wanted to show you guys that. And now on to what everybody wants to see, right? It's the Malden. And FYI, I just ordered the A5 Malden today. Super excited. You'll be seeing it shortly, because I did put a rush on that delivery. Alright guys, so I changed this around drastically from how I had it before. Again, as I mentioned in the overview video, this is not a daily or weekly planning system for me. This is strictly like a reference and list binder as of right now. So I don't have anything in the zip pocket. I have some Target page flags. I've got some other page flags that came from Amazon, where I just actually kind of cut down the backing on it so I can slip it into one of the Filofax A5 credit card pockets. So that's a little tip for you guys. I've also got some other Post-it flags that have different designs on them. So I have 2 of those at the top and the bottom, if you can see. And then just a couple little like tag labels that I stuck in there for some interest. And then I also have in here, I always have an empty envelope in here, but I need to actually move this, while I'm thinking about it, into my school planner, because I will need this on the go. Okay, my dashboard has changed. I put a different Project Life card on the craft paper and then clipped it with another one of those little bird paper clips. And then I actually took my old cover, or dashboard I guess, and just flipped it upside down to put this on the back. So if I'm on the go and I want to change it, I can just flip it over. And then on each divider, I've put a Project Life card. So I'm going to flip through those real quick. So on the first one, it says laugh often, live well, and love much. On the next one, it says the little things. On my projects tab, it says gratitude turns what we have into enough. And then the next one, it just says 24/7. Life is good, and I can't change the world, but I can change the world in me. So just a couple cute little things to add on there. And this is pretty stuffed, but this actually is not leaving the house currently. Again, because this is a reference binder. So I've got a little fly leaf with a page flag at the top that I have some Target to-do list pads on here. And then this is really just a note section for me, so I have sticky notes here. I've got to-do lists here that I haven't really used. I've got line pages in the white color and in blue and green and pink. And then I've got some Target week on one page list pads that I've hole punched and put in here in case I need them. So this is really just, I would say almost like a brain dump section if I needed it, just to have a bunch, or I can create more lists out of these pages. So the next one is my actual lists section. So this one was labeled to do. It really should be labeled notes, but this is my list tab, and this is for all of my, I would say, GTD lists. This first page I'm going to be making almost like an index regarding all the lists that I have in this section. I was waiting a little bit to do that to make sure that I had a good comprehensive list of everything that's in this section. So here, this one's labeled computer. So these are the things that I need to do at the computer. And this isn't really categorized into school or personal. It's kind of everything. So it's just my life. I've done this, so I'm going to go ahead and mark it off. And then the next one is to contact. So again, that's going to be by phone call or text message. Computer is emailing or researching. Then I've got crafting, so things that my crafting projects that I want to start or do. Errands that I need to run. Fitness, so these are going to be different workouts, things like that. Again, haven't started that. Gift ideas. Things to do with my boyfriend. Different meals that I like and that are healthy for me. My online orders, which I haven't updated in a while, but I kept it in there. Books that I am currently reading, so that life visioning I'll be writing on here next, and once I finish that, I'll pick the next book and put it on the list. And what I'm thinking about also doing is writing maybe underneath it or on the side when I start and when I finish, because I'm trying to be better at doing non-school reading. Waiting on. And if you notice, this is in alphabetical order. I did forget to mention that. Websites that I like, and I need to update that as well. Wish list. YouTube video ideas. And then I have a few extra sheets in the back here. So again, this is the Target list pads with the check boxes, and then I punched holes and rounded the corners. And then this is just one of those thin craft sheets that I put some washi tape on, and that's in the back. Okay, so this next tab is projects. And what I envision in this section is having sub-tabs for each project that I'm currently working on, and not having too many projects going on at once. So picking 1 to 3 and planning those out before I move on to another big project. So I have gift ideas for my boyfriend, and then the rest of it's really just some line pages. So, and some of those colored pages as well. So I will be doing project planning in this section. And then when we get to this section, I really wasn't sure what I was doing because I have all these inserts, and I'm not using them in a Personal Filofax right now. So I just kept what I had in here, just in case I want to start using it, or possibly using these weekly pages to schedule projects in. So a potential project planning section for current projects. Hopefully y'all got that. Okay, so this is a year pullout that you can get for free off filofaxy.com, and this is everybody's birthday on a year at a glance, and of course I had to write them in horizontally because they wouldn't fit vertically, and that's how I have that. So any kind of birthdays or anniversaries, or if someone passed away and we want to remember that date. And then I have a little note here. I purchased one of those Read the Bible in a Year books, so that's just a reminder to me that I need to start on January 1st, starting to do that. This is a little list of YouTube videos, which I've moved into that list before, but I've kept that in here because on the other side I had my May pages, and you've seen this before in a previous video where I made these inserts, and I've used stamps and a ruler basically to list the days of the month and the things that I was doing on those days, my to-dos for the month, and the things that I wanted to purchase for that month. Same thing for June, and then July, I don't know what happened, and then August. It's really not, this again, because I'm using my Day Designer mainly and my A5, this doesn't get looked at. But what I'm thinking, like I said before, if I do my project planning, I pick my projects and I go ahead and schedule those projects in on these month on one page and list format. I think that's going to be my best bet here. So I'm envisioning color coding those projects, and then really getting those down on a schedule so that I know how I can accomplish those projects by breaking them down into smaller tasks. And if you see here, this might look a little familiar, and this is So Much Crafting Inserts, and it's 2 days per page in the personal size, When I purchased her A5 inserts with the Erin Condren style format, I completely fell in love and I said, I need these same inserts in my A5. And they were working great for a little while. And then for some reason I couldn't connect with them. It's not saying anything about her inserts or that they're not wonderful, because they are, but I just couldn't make them work for me. So I have stopped using them, but I have since kept them in this, kept them in the planner just in case I need to use them. If I wasn't so busy, I would definitely use this for school, because it's technically, you've got a day on half a page. So at the beginning of the week, we've got just like a kind of a to-do list section. You can put notes or your task list or your meal plan here. You've got 2 boxes that are again the size of the Erin Condren planner, and then you've got lines underneath. I think they're wonderful and they're set up very nicely, but again, I just couldn't, for some reason, get used to this format. But if I need them, I can definitely use them because I have them for until January 3rd. So they're wonderful inserts again. And I did want to mention that I made a little line guide with graph paper, just like I have with lined paper. And you can actually see this grid. It's very faint, but you can see it underneath these inserts. And of course, if you can see it underneath these inserts, you can definitely see that under the Filofax paper. So if you like grid paper, but maybe you want to utilize what you have, get one of the grid inserts that come with your Filofax when you purchase it, or lined, and use that underneath your inserts. So for those that don't write very straight, which I am one of. I've got my ruler here. Again, I have all my So Much Crafting inserts in this section, and then in the week section, I have my Filofax pages, my week on 2 pages. And you see I've not done any planing, but I had put this washi on there a long time ago and actually matched up the washi with this week with the corresponding week in my A5. But I'm not using it. I'm not using these at all. So this is really just storage, but they're easily accessible when and if I want to start using these pages as planning pages. And like I mentioned, here's my line guide with the lined paper, and that you can see behind the Filofax paper. And I've just got, and what I actually did was I put some graph paper where the month would start in these Filofax pages. So September 30th is on Wednesday, and then October 1st is on Thursday. So I've put a sheet here with the intention of doing my monthly lists. You see how well that worked out. So that's the rest of this section, and then the last section is just info. And let me make sure I'm not going to be giving away any information, because I usually do that. This is a Filofax year at a glance for 2015, and then 2016 is on the back. And then I've got little lists that I still need to complete that I have not yet. So my YouTube tags, my weekend review, my travel checklist, all that good stuff. The next one is my car information, and then, like your license plate number and VIN number, stuff that you never have on you when you need it, when you're going to renew your license or whatever it is, or register your car for campus. So I have that in here. So I've got a few extra little sheets of note paper, again from Target. And then this section has changed from how I had it before with the study schedule, and I think that was like the second video I ever did. But I mentioned in my previous video in my A5 that I made these little reference pages on graph index cards. So I just put them vertical, punched some holes in, and then I wrote Monday through Sunday, and then I color-coded the tasks here and below. So I want to show you what that means. And this is where I've referenced that information. So hopefully you can see this. This is a typical ideal day for me. So I wake up, I make the bed, I weigh in, blah, 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 blah. So, and then if you see over to the left-hand side of each of these tasks, there's a little heart in a different color. That's what corresponds with this, because I did not have space to write in all of those individual tasks. I'm just color coding them with the little hearts. So when I have the pink heart, that means weigh in. When I have the blue heart, that means my water intake, which is here, 8 glasses of water. When I have orange, that means taking my vitamins. Dark green is basically meal prep. And then light blue is working out, and so on and so forth. So that's where I get this information from. And then as the hearts start moving over to the side, what that means is my weekly to-dos. So all of my daily to-dos are where this little black heart is. It kind of sounds bad, doesn't it? Or it's actually gray, and that means for me reading or journaling. So I tried to format this in how my day is structured, and then starting here with this little pink heart, it's under the Monday column. That means that's my Monday task. And that information is on this. And again, I forgot to mention that these little cards they're like the Project Life cards, but I think they're by Me and My Big Ideas maybe, or the Recollections brand. I did have to trim them down to put them inside of these top opening envelopes. But on my weekly tasks, I again color-coded them with my Staedtler Tri-Plus fine liners, and on Monday, that pink heart means to paint my nails. On Tuesday, I have like a salmon or light orange colored heart, and it actually falls on a Tuesday and a Saturday. So when I look here for my reference, Tuesdays is vacuum, sweeping, and mopping, so basically floors. And then when I look on Saturday, it's laundry. So when I'm in this column, I have 2 hearts. I can go over here and check off everything that I've done. Then I would just put 2 check marks in this box. And I've basically scheduled it so where I don't have more than 2 tasks to do in a week of the similar type of tasks. So cleaning and things like that. So the next one, Wednesday, is dark blue. I water my plants. On Thursdays, I clean the bathroom and the bedroom. And then on Sunday, I clean the kitchen. And then on Friday, I meal plan and I do my workout plan, which, since I just went over my sugar paper planner, you know that's not happening. Saturday is groceries. And Sunday is my weekly plan and review. So on this, just by glancing at it, I know that I've got 2 tasks horizontally in this column, but each day I don't have more than 2 things to do as well. So the days that I have 2 things to do are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. During the week, I've only assigned myself 1 thing to do. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have questions about that. But you can do that in your personal, you can do that in your A5. Technically, you can just do that in a spiral bound planner as well, if you just punch more holes and then have a little cut here where the hole is. Alright, so, and then at the back, you've seen this before as well. This is my monthly tasks that I have to do as well, but I did not put that on my little weekly graph card. Alright, and the last thing is this pocket. I have some more of those Target list pads. I haven't hole punched these or rounded the corners, so that's just in the back. And then I have one of these small Moleskine cahiers, and it's the gridded one in dark blue cover. And this is just for notes or brain dumping if I need it. It's in the back just in case, but I haven't actually used it yet. So that is my current setup of my Filofax Malden in personal size. So that's it. I've got a couple of videos showing you how my planning system is working, what I'm currently actually using and what I'm not. And it's working out pretty well, but I'm sure in a few weeks I'm going to want to change it again, because I usually do. But I will update you guys, and if you have any questions, please let me know. And the next video I'm doing is handwriting. So I will be doing that this weekend. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!